Good evening. My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. And what I'm going to talk about, this is the last video I'm going to talk about tonight. It's still Monday. No, I'm afraid not. It's 13 minutes after 12, so that means it's Tuesday. So, before I go to bed, and looking at this gorgeous picture of Nicole here, before I go to bed, I want to talk to us, people of color, specifically black people who highly believe that all-heartedly that the only future we have to make millions of dollars involves playing sports. Alright? There's things that you have to know about your sports career. They're not always glorious, they're not always glamorous, and you have to understand that here's the reality of the situation. It's like the Army isn't for everybody. The NBA, the NFL, the HLL, and the NBL or MLB, whatever, baseball. Sports isn't for everybody. Some of us are naturally gifted and we get blessed and we have these talents. But I have to tell you, because here's the reality that your parents and them don't want you to know. You have to have a backup plan. Because not everyone gets endorsements. Not everyone gets to be O.J. Simpson. Not everyone gets to get paid for running around and advertising orange juice and not having to say anything. But this the juice drink? He drinks Florida orange juice. Okay, I'm old enough to remember those commercials. You guys are probably not. But you have to understand one thing. A lot of these athletes are damn good. And a lot of the ones that won the bench are damn good. They just did never get their chance to shine. And you can get millions of dollars sitting on the bench being the backup or the understudy or whatever you want to call it. And that's cool and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. But you need a backup plan. Because a fool and his money will always part. Because if you're a fool, eventually you're going to run out of money. So you have to be real careful how you spend. I was never really into sports. So there was no way in hell I was ever going to be Spud Webb or Magic Jordan or Michael Jordan or whatever the hell the guys' names are. You know, I was never going to be those guys. And there was no kung fu teams in high school. So I couldn't flourish, you know. I didn't want to be a Roman Greco wrestler and go to the Olympics and all that. No, that wasn't my thing. My thing was martial arts. CHS did not have a martial art team. There was no martial art tournaments and scouts that would be noticeable. And if you weren't in a school, you really couldn't enter a fucking tournament because that's just the way this shit works. You can't go in as an independent because no one really wants to back an independent. If they could have, I wouldn't be having this conversation. People would follow me everywhere. So you have to have a backup plan for the simple fact that you can't play basketball forever. Knees go bad. People get concussions. And they have rules now that after a certain amount of concussions, your career is done. So granted, they will honor their contract because they have to. Once you sign a contract, it has to be honored. And you can sue the brakes off of whoever the hell you signed a contract with if they break the contract. And they can sue the brakes off of you. So that works both ways. Before we go any further with that, it's a catch-22 on both sides. So if you get fucked up, they have to honor their contract. So don't quit. You know, get your lawyer involved and make sure that they honor their contract. And you might sit on the bench for 2 to 5 years. But the thing is, you have to know that you need a backup plan. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to shatter your dreams. Hell, my dream is shattered because I joined the Army and fucked up my hip. And my other hip needs to be fucked up for overcompensation. But, you know, I still want to do Kung Fu. No one's noticing me, and that's cool. Everything comes in its time. But I'm letting you know right now, if your dream is to be in the NBA and be a sports player and, you know, nothing but net or touchdown, you have to know that there are pros and cons to everything. And you need a backup plan, which is why everybody in the NFL and the NBA is always giving you these PSAs about keeping your black ass in school. You know, and I'm pretty sure that most of them in their off time, when they're not at like football camp or basketball camp or hockey camp, or wherever the hell they have to go to train for that season, they're not there. I'm pretty sure they're at a school somewhere at some time learning something so that when their career is over, they'll have a degree and will be able to have a job or a career that they want. Because like I said, not everybody gets the endorsements. You know, you can sit on the bench for years and then until it's your time to shine, your contract might be up before you ever get to fucking play. So and you have to have a backup for that. So save your money. Don't go buying $10,000 houses and shit. and not be able to live in them because you're always on the fucking road, and letting your family live in them so they can take control and fuck your shit, and then you'll be Michael Vicking the shit, so you don't want that. But you have to have a backup plan. And like I said, I'm not saying this to be a dick. I'm not saying this to be an asshole. And I just watched this damn commercial, which is how I got on this in the first damn place. If you're going to do any kind of sports career, I'm not saying that it's not impossible, because there's nothing that is impossible. Or to quote the Quarians from Mass Effect 2, many things are impossible until they're actually done. The thing is that you have to be willing to bend, and things happen. Careers are short. And if you ask people who are like in professional wrestling and things that just abuse your body to the point of where you don't really heal, and you're so fucked up that even insurance companies are blacklisting you, they'll tell you, you need a backup plan. If I would have done this, I would have done that. I wouldn't be eating out of garbage cans, or I wouldn't be on the news for stealing my stuff back like OJ. You have to have a backup plan. I don't know how many times I have to stress this, but you young people, you have to have a backup plan. You need a backup plan, and you need a contingency for that. When you're getting into a sports career, you need to fucking be Batman. Alright? That's the long and short. You need to fucking be Batman. You need to have a backup plan, a contingency for that, and a contingency for that, and a contingency for that. Because when all else fails, the more backup plans you have, the better your chances of coming out on top. So, as I close out in the 6 and some change or 7-minute video, you all need to understand one thing. I would never tell you not to go for your dreams. You want to play basketball? Hey, knock yourself out and be the best goddamn basketball player you can play. You want to play football? Be the best damn football player you can be. Knock yourself the fuck out in anything that you endeavor and try. However, I am going to tell you this, because this is the advice that I want to give all you young people. You need a backup plan for every backup. And for every backup, you need a contingency, just in fucking case. Money can go away like that, just like your life, just like your career. I learned this the hard way in the military. I never thought I would get fucked up there. No, never. The last place I thought that I would need a fucking new hip, because I had to carry 300 pounds. My body wasn't made for that. But my brain wasn't made for anything but infantry. So I kind of got a double fuck. So, you got to have a backup plan. I never planned on coming home. Alright? I know that sounds awful. I never planned on coming home. I planned on going full-time, making a career from 37 until I either got shot dead or they threw me the fuck out. Fortunately, I had pulled a Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events, and that's how I got where I am now. So there's a big nasty scar on my left leg, and there'll be a matching one on the right really soon. So, you have to have a backup plan due to the fact that there could be a Lemony Snicket's in your life where you have a series of unfortunate events. So if you're going to play sports, you have to be aware, depending on what sport, football and hockey, concussions are high. Basketball, concussions aren't so high, but eventually all that running around, your knees and shit are going to go. And if not your knees, then your hips. So, those are key points to you being able to jump and shoot. So if you're going to do sports like that involve a lot of physical attributes, I will give you a piece of advice. Shock blockers for your shoes, and pads. Lots and lots of pads. Now, granted, you can't wear pads and shit while you're in the fucking basketball court, but you can wear elbows and knee pads. Maybe even some of those fingerless glove thingies. But, for the most part, you want to wear stuff that's going to contribute to your career, not, like, totally fuck you up. So remember, my name is James Edward Williams Jr. I'm closing out for Kung Fu Havoc number 2. And remember, you need a backup plan if you're going to be in any sports career ever. It doesn't even matter if you're playing fucking golf. You need, you need a backup plan. Remember that. You will always and definitely need a backup plan. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm out.